This segment is sponsored by Leete Tire and Auto.
It's a family-owned and operated business with second generation at the helm right now. We're joined today by Wes Tatum, co-vice president at Leete Tire and Auto. It is wonderful to meet you, Wes. Thanks for making time for us.
Well, thanks for having me.
This is really a great conversation, a family-owned business, making it happen. And of course, in the operation that you were in as an essential service provider from the get-go, you've seen a lot of folks and helped keep a lot of folks on the road during this time that we've been socially distant.
We're glad to be classified as essential, I guess, and just glad to be able to provide services and keep all the other essentials, on the road and keeping people safe. It's what we enjoy doing every day. That's why we come to work.
Wes, as things changed, certainly, we had our vehicles parked for some time, or certainly weren't using them as much, but life continues, especially in the life of an automobile, and you need to take care of some things. And you guys have been able to do that. What kind of things have you been seeing coming in now as things have progressed?
It's getting a little bit busier right now. Definitely seeing things pick back up as people are starting to hit the road. Definitely seeing some signs. The vehicles haven't been driven in a while, animals under hoods, things like that. But other than the unusual items like that, just standard things that probably would have come to light before the summer, but people weren't driving as much. So, but the majority of what we were seeing during the pandemic is, or the early part of it was more of the essential vehicles, the ambulances, fire trucks, police, keeping everybody running.
And you have a program we'll talk more about in just a minute, Labor of Love, to make sure that those individuals and other area nonprofits in our area are able to continue operating in a way that maybe is closer to their normal. Before we get there, though, your second generation, we were talking about this, a family-run business, and that's a pretty incredible thing these days. It's got to be pretty rewarding.
We're very proud of it. We've been in business since 1942, started in Petersburg by Mr. Leete. And my father bought it in 1976, Jerry Tatum, and has been at the helm and still is for many years. And so my sister and I, Lee Rousey, are the second generation. We've been in it for about almost 20 years now. And, this is what we enjoy. It's growing, and we do have 6 locations in the Central Virginia area right now.
And with it being tire and auto, you pretty much have everything covered. You mentioned finding those unusual things under the hood, but for the most part, it's top to bottom.
We do full service. That's correct. Yeah, we do engines, transmissions, you name it, any sort of auto service, repair, basically everything but body work.
Yeah. And right now, I know you're really encouraging folks to take care of those things as they feel comfortable doing that. And you're doing that in a special way, too, making sure that everything is safe for folks to come in and continue having service.
Correct. We early on, almost immediately, we modified our locations so that we could service people at their comfort level and safe for everybody, for their families and ours. So, it can be contactless. They can use the traditional drop box. We can do curbside. We can do drop off and pick up, whatever they're comfortable with, and obviously sanitizing the showrooms now that they're open back up, but also the vehicles before and after as well.
But let's go back to that Labor of Love program. You're making this a pretty big commitment in the community.
We're very excited about it. We really thought, what can we do? Every year you try to give back to the community and certain nonprofits, and but what can you do that's better than just writing a check to a few? You can't do everything, right? You're trying to help many. You get lots of requests, but we figured, what could we do more? And that was giving actual auto service. So we came up with the Leete's Labor of Love program, and we're very proud of that. And so we are giving free labor, essentially. We're doing the service for free. So all they have to purchase is the parts or the tires, and we will take care of any diagnostic or service time at no charge to them. So that's what we're doing. And really all we need is, it's not complicated. We just, it can be an owned or leased vehicle by any nonprofit. And we just need to see a registration and some paperwork that they are a nonprofit, and we can get that handled for them. So it's been really successful. We've been doing it at our 2nd Street location, downtown Richmond. And, we were able to get people back to work. We had some extra hands, and I said, what can I do when we have extra people? And I said, well, let's do some good for the community.
And that's pretty incredible because certainly everybody is impacted by the circumstances we're in these days, but area nonprofits hit especially hard. Has the response been, if you said there's been certainly the need already, but the response has been pretty great or growing?
I think it's growing. I didn't know what to expect. Would we be inundated? And it started slow, but it's definitely picking up. I think as the word spreads and maybe the word, I know maybe not everybody knows exactly what we mean by just nonprofits, but churches, anything, any sort of organization, Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCAs, things like that. Those are the people that need this help. As the donations are down during this time, what can we do to give back? And so they obviously all have vehicles. They need to provide their services. So that's our way to help.
And that's incredible. And that program continues. You need to register by June 19th.
Yeah, maybe we'll extend it. We just we didn't know what to expect at first, but right now the first run of it, we make an appointment by June 19th, and we'll make it happen for sure. But I think it's been successful, so I think it's something we'll continue to do.
Well, that's incredible. An amazing community, family-owned business giving back to the community. It's been nice talking with you, Wes. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Leete Tire and Auto and that Labor of Love program. If you know a nonprofit that could benefit from that and you want to make sure that you connect with them, be sure to head to the website, wtvr.com/VTM, to learn more.
To learn more about Leete Tire and Auto and their Leete Labor of Love program, you can find them located at 12 South 2nd Street in Richmond, or give them a call at 804-412-TIRE. That's 804-412-8473. Stay tuned. Virginia This Morning returns right after this short break.